came, they looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high-flying, but just as potent and as effective. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Here's Moore. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Moore's got his first bucket in this one. Randall passes to Huertas. It's tipped. Butler goes in.
The defense keeps coming up short. Just no solution for Butler. He's got 8 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed it.
This is his first free throw of the game. Some changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. And Mirotic subbed in for Doug McDermott. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Brooks dishes to Mirotic. The leaner. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Curry with the drive. Got that bucket in no time at all. Curry's got 9 points.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Moore outside. Brooks with no one around. And the Bulls another 3.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Here's Bass. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. There's a minute 34 left in the third. Here's Bass. Soft touch off the glass.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And Mirotic has it in the corner. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And slam dunk by Butler.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Outside Williams. Lets it go from 14. Off the left rim and out.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Got a piece of it. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
That one-man fast break.
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Bulls trail by 12. The pass to Portis. There's a good screen. Out left to the wing. Noah, the pass to Portis. There's the bucket. Good.
You know, his game is all about speed, Kevin. You saw there how fast he can shake loose for an easy basket.
Gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Curry's shot is good.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Curry against Brooks. Down low. Noah's shot is off.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the...
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The 61% showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. They've got Brandon Bass. Rose is out there with Kobe. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot, manning the middle. Down low, and stolen by Hibbert. There's the lob to the hoop, and finished off by Rose.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Williams gets to Gasol. McDermott, no one around him, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
And both free throws good from Gibson. Now here's Rose. And there's the one-handed jam. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays
Man,
up.
you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Williams double team. Here's Gasol, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to be on Brandon Bass.
Pau Gasol was number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Julius Randle's checked in for Brandon Bass. Out to Kobe. Dishes to Randle. Inside. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 6. And here's Rose outside. Rebounded by McDermott. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
And thank you, Doris.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
And that one's good. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, taking himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Nice shot by McDermott.
The assistant, Aaron Brooks.
Gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. LeBron kicks to Rose. It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long clock as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean,
Right.
You rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Brooks up on top. He's covered by Rose. No good from Gibson.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
And with Pau, that 46-point game, he became the oldest player to get 45 points and 15 rebounds. And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Passes it to Randle. Back to Rose. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Rose has got 37.
And a final point, guys, with Powell's career game. It's crazy to think that he did it while not being the first offensive option. I mean, he had been the go-to guy with his time in Memphis for so long. Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
Brooks misses. Gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Hibbert with it. Gasol covering. And the wide-open shot from Rose. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 5 assists tonight.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player,
Sure.
even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
Butler, he's checked in for Bryant. McDermott dishes to Brooks. Gasol, a screen on Rose. Brooks, the pass to Gasol from the stripe. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful. Is it getting dark in here? Because if not, it's time to turn the lights out.
They're out already. I mean, give them a ton of credit for the job they did here today. Really impressive.
Outside Rose. Hibbert kicks to Rose. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. I mean, even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Chicago's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Here's Mirotic. And the Bulls with another miss.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And here are the Bulls now, trailing by 17. Here's Moore. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, LeBron, after a first half that looked like it could go either.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.